Hi guys, it's me again, and let's do some Halloween makeup. This is Lisa Frankenstein. So we're going to start off by blocking our brows. As you can see, I don't really have a lot of brows, but sometimes the dark hair that I have will peek through. So here I'm taking the purple Elmer's glue to block them out. And next, I'm using the LA Girl orange color corrector to correct the colors since the brows are a little darker. This is going to help them from peeking through. I realized when I was doing this, afterwards, I realized that I didn't necessarily have to do it because I went back in with eyeshadow. But, well, I mean, we learn things as we go. So I'm using medical tape to help create a sharp line. That just helps with the cleanup process. And then so here you will see I'm using the infamous Athena palette. I've learned about this palette on TikTok. I actually got my palette off of Amazon because I needed it quicker. It is a oil-based product. So it is easier if you scoop the product out and put it on the back of your hand and warm it up. That helps with it being able to spread easily. You do have to set it with setting powder, so that's what I'm doing here. If you don't set it with setting powder, it will separate on you and it will kind of smear. So I decided to use my Blend Bunnies palette. I absolutely love this palette. It is perfect for any type of rainbow eyeshadow looks or a rainbow look. It is an all matte palette. I will say here, I had to build up a good bit, and that's only because I used a brush that's not really meant for packing on color. So it took me a while to blend out my colors, but everything turned out well. It's just for the sake of time, I probably would have used a different brush. And for that gradient effect, I'm going back on top of the color where the colors meet together to blend them together. And you will see that I am going to continue this process for all the way across my face with all the different colors. And here you see I went ahead and removed the tape where I have a fairly sharp line. And I'm going to use my Mayron water activated palette for the rest of this look. I love the Athena palette. However, it does take a little while to learn and actually takes longer for me to build up my color. Here I am placing rainbow blobs all over the gradient rainbow, and this is going to be part of the leopard look. If you guys are familiar with Lisa Frank, she is known for bright colors, and then the leopard or cheetah was always like the rainbow effect, so that's what I am doing here. I'm going to use a smaller brush and I'm going to detail out my cheetah or leopard spots. This is very time consuming, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit, but as you can see, we're starting to take shape here on our Lisa Frank effect. I'm going to use this lime green color, or you could use the lime green in the Athena palette to paint the body of your Frankenstein. The Athena palette, like I said earlier, it takes me a while to build up the color, and I was pressed on time, so I just went ahead and used the Mayron palette. And of course, here I was jamming to some really good music. I believe I was listening to Porcupine Tree, so I had to get that out. Now here I'm going to add some yellow for some highlighting. It's important to add depth to our Frankenstein. So we'll add some highlighting, and then you will also see me add in some contouring and bronzing. That's just to make her look more realistic. So I'm starting to add some detailing here. I went in with a dark blue eyeshadow right underneath that line. I forgot to film that part. However, I'm also taking a lighter blue to kind of blend it out, and that just kind of gives us this drop shadow effect. Here, I'm going to start adding our stitches by lining with red all around the mouth. I'm also going to take that red and go where the Lisa Frank part begins. This adds in that blood look where the skin breaks. And then you'll see me detailing it out even more. I'm going to line both areas with white with a smaller brush here. I kind of rushed this part, but here I am putting my stitches. Um, at this point, I think I was ready to like take a shower. But yeah, this is like just bringing in that the whole Frankenstein effect. I'm adding that dark blue around the mouth just to give it some more dimension. And here at the top of each stitch, I'm adding a little bit of white for that highlighted effect. I wasn't very precise with this. I try not to overthink it, but you can be as neat or as messy as you want, to be honest with you, because once you add in the little bit of the last part, it's not going to matter too much if this is super neat or not. Also, around each stitch at the bottom as it meets the green, I'm adding this U-shaped white highlight. And that's just making it look a little bit more realistic. I went ahead and added my wing liner and lashes off camera. Here I'm just adding black lipstick. And then on the chest, I'm going to add in another stitch. For the Halloween party, I actually had my chest had a couple of the Lisa Frank breaks in the skin. Here, I wanted to add in some blood splatter, and off camera, I actually added in some splatter of dark green and black just to give the skin a dirty effect. I wanted to give it a little bit more textured. Each time I've done this look 3 times, but each time I've done it differently. But here we have the finished look. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.